That's a perfect view, actually. Whoa. Somebody caught a big fish here. Okay. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are talking about a really important and interesting topic to you guys. Because soon we'll have new dungeons. Everybody called them tier 2 dungeons, but it's just the new few dungeons that we will have in the game, co-op dungeons, where we can get gear, which is right now only from the something really hard to get, like arc bosses and big bosses. I will explain. So as Canon shows, I will steal a little bit of video footage from him. As Canon shows on Korea, we have 3 different type of the dungeons right now, and I will show you in our situation that as well. So we have pretty view, look at that. So we have co-op dungeons, right? And we have only 1-star dungeons right now. We are farming them, right? We have this dimensional contract token number 1 to farm them. Soon we'll have 2-star dungeons, which is important. And soon means somewhere in November. The developers confirmed that somewhere during the November we will have 2-star dungeons, most likely after the siege, which will take place next week on 17th of November. Most likely after that we'll have these 2-star dungeons, which will have bosses in them, and the drop will be basically all of the pieces of the gear that we can't get right now. I will explain. And only after that, somewhere in the middle or end of Q1, somewhere like in March next year, we will have dungeons with the 3 stars, which will have tier 2 equipment. So we will not get tier 2 equipment right now, we will have 2-star dungeons. Let me explain. It will be interesting for everybody, but I will do an example on my build with wand and stuff, the healer build, right? So you have this build, and it's in the description below, and you saw that in the previous videos. But this is the build, right? This is the end that we can get right now with all things that we can get right now from the game and different options. And let's see, we have 2 end game options before we will have tier 2 equipment. And there are more heals and more beef. So it's basically which set you will focus on. You can focus on the Shock Commander set to be more beefy, more damage reduction, more everything. Or you can focus on something like Ascended set to have plus 25 skill heal. And that's what I prefer, that's what we will try to push. So okay, we can get everything right now in the game. All these things are in the game right now. But to get helmet, to get chest, it's really hard. Even the pants, they cost around 5,000% right now, and imagine to trade it. These things, I think it costs like about 10, maybe more, and it's 10 for the helmet. So you can't get 4-piece, right? And also the Shock Commander Sabatons, which are really good for our build, also about 4,500 of lucents. So I will not say that it's doable pretty easy right now. But with the 2-star dungeons that will be introduced, we'll have the following. From these dungeons, we'll have these raid bosses: Kertaki, Shakarux, Turka, Gaitan, and Caligras, right? And from these bosses, look, I will show you. From these bosses, you will have a drop chance of the full pieces of the sets. Each of them will have, for instance, Kertaki will be only the chests, Shakarux will have only gloves, Turka will have only... Okay, internet please working. But by the way, subscribe to my channel. My name is PLK. I'm doing content about Throne of Liberty. I just need to pay for my internet. Please subscribe. I need money. Please, subscribe, please. Okay. So Turka will have helmets, Gaitan will have boots, and Caligras will have legs. So now, how it happened? You will have, as we see in the Conan's video, you will have a chance to drop the thing during the dungeon. You also will have token for the dungeon, from what after that you can make these chests and get much more easier your chest pieces. So now this thing, Ascended Guardian, we will go and we will farm Kertaki to get our piece of Ascended Guardian. For all other classes, for all other builds, it will be the same. You have some pieces which are really hard to get right now, but with this thing, with these dungeons, you will go and farm them. So this build will allow us to have 16.3 thousand of HP plus our passive, so it will be about 18k, pretty good, with a pretty good melee endurance and magic endurance. Unfortunately, with this build, ranged endurance is mostly impossible, so we have like really good melee and magic endurance. And also, as we have perception in a high level and strength on a high level, we'll have additional HP that we're already talking about, heavy attack chance, damage reduction. And from the perception, you will have a lot of hit chance because we are hybrid. We are also doing a lot of damage, right? So you will have at least this number of the hit chance. With other thing, with the mod beefy, you will not have, yeah, of course. And this set will give you cooldown speed for 2 pieces and for 4 pieces skill heal 25%. If you want to go beefy, it's a little changes, in the sets. You will have same amount of HP but more damage reduction, a little bit more of dexterity. So I prefer to go in this way. You can also drop perception if you don't want to go in like super high for the hit chance. You can drop this, you can add it here, or you can drop strength because it's, really costly for you. So you can get, 70 perception, easy. Or you can have 60 perception and more wisdom. And so you can choose, right? You can choose. You can have like something 40 wisdom and 21 more balanced builds. And you will still have about 15k of HP. But I prefer to go all in. We need to be as beefy as possible. So this is the build. The only questionable thing from this build will be, so you have the same accessories, the only new thing is Belt of Bloodlust. This is something that you already can get. It's pretty pricey, so you can get it through the killing Aridus on guild bosses, what we are doing every week. So at least every week you can drop from 0 to 7 belts, which is good. This thing will give you a lot of max HP and strength and movement speed actually, and we need that. Just the reminder that right now you have these tokens. And if you think, disconnected, please subscribe to my channel. I need to pay my internet. But before we go, we have these tokens, right? They will be different for the 2-star dungeons. And that's important. And all of the pieces of the equipment, which you see right now, will drop significantly in prices. So if you have it, sell it now. You will have a lot of loosened. And then you will buy it like 3-4 times cheaper because everybody will start to, to farm these dungeons. That's the thing. That's super important. It's a little thing that I wanted to share with you guys while I'm preparing other guides for you. Maybe Templar will be the next one. Some additional guide about the wand and stuff. Wand and the bow. And additional healing PvP mass guide, like strategies, what you do as a healer. If you want other type of the content or something else on this channel, just drop below in the comment what you want to see from me. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you guys. Like the video if you like the video. And I will see you in Throne of Liberty. See ya. Bye.